folks, I'm Ian Baker, and today we're going to go over the 2020 Coleman Lantern LT 18FQ. This is an awesome floor plan because it comes in under 22 foot, under 4,000 pounds, and has a super slide with both a sofa and a dinette. We'll actually start off here on the kitchen. So what you will notice is big prep space right here, and they're able to achieve that by giving you a single basin sink as well as the 2-burner cooktop here off to the side. There's an electrical outlet on the far side, so if you need to plug in a coffee maker, toaster, or anything else, you have kind of a dedicated spot for it right here as well. We drop down underneath, you have the Norcold 3 cubic foot fridge freezer. See the little drop down freezer compartment there with an ice tray. And then all of your controls for that you will see are located here. Moving a little bit further back, underneath the sink is additional storage. You'll see this panel actually goes right there. If you need to access the water heater or anything for any kind of bypass winterization, that's where the water heater is located. Furnace right over to this side of that, direct vent furnace, but that's definitely all you need in a camper this size. And you have a full extension ball bearing drawer for all of your flatware. Right up top, multimedia center over to this side here. Right next to that, some additional storage, and then you will also see the microwave. Then coming back a little bit further, take a look at that. In a small trailer like this, to have a pantry of this size is phenomenal. Now, you kind of get some options. You'll see you have storage right down below here as well. It does have to be kind of a versatile space because when we go up front, you'll see there's not a ton of space for clothes up front. So you kind of have to decide if you want to use this as pantry space, clothes, or a little bit of both. That's why I really like the fact they separated this bottom part off, because if you do want to, use one as pantry, the other one for clothes, you kind of have the ability to do that. And then right in the back is the bathroom. You'll see right down here is your foot flush lever toilet. As you can see, I have plenty of space, even with the door shut. I still have plenty of room for my legs and then my shoulders. I'm not rubbing on the wall. I have a shower on this side, so plenty of elbow room here too. You have a robe hook right up top for a towel, and then over to this side is the shower. So I will step in here. The shower's a little short for me. I am 6 foot. As you can see, I'm up into the vent here and I still have to bend down. So, maybe if you're like 5'10", you can stand in here, but if you're any taller than that, just know that you're gonna have to duck down a little bit. You have the hand wand there to make showering a little bit easier. So not a shower you want to spend a ton of time in, but you can get the job done. Now, right outside of that, on the bathroom wall here is where your TV goes. So I highly recommend getting an arm on your mount, so that way you can turn it. That way if you want to watch it while in bed or on the sofa, you have a good view. Otherwise, if you mount it here flat, you basically only have a good view from the dinette. But you will see that the connections for that are right up top. Thermostat is on this wall as well. This is only for the heater though. This one does have a roof mounted AC. It's something that's a little bit newer for 2020. 2019 had the side mounted, and the controls for that unit are on the AC unit itself. Right down underneath, you'll notice an electrical outlet here that can be used if you're at the dinette, if you need to plug in like a laptop or tablet. It's also a great spot to plug in a vacuum. Speaking of the dinette, you will see that in the super slide. Plenty of space here. It's perfect for 2 people. With 4, you can do it. You just have to make sure you're okay being, somewhat cozy with each other. But you have plenty of space from your legs to the bottom of the table. It's not sitting right on top of your legs or anything. And this does drop down into a bed. You just remove the legs from the flanges and the floor as well as the table. That drops down. Take the 2 back cushions, slap it on top, and you have an additional sleeping space, although it's not large. So realistically, it'll probably be more for a child. 2 big windows let in a lot of natural light there. And then, as I mentioned, also in the super slide is the sofa. This is a jackknife style sofa. So great thing about a jackknife is this right here, which is tons of storage underneath. If you have large items or if you need a spot to put extra bedding like blankets, pillows, things like that, excellent spot for it. Both of these armrests are removable. They're just Velcroed on. You undo the Velcro, and that way you can drop this down again into an additional sleeping space. The thing I like about this particular jackknife sofa, though, is the fact it has the center armrest. So that way you kind of get like a pseudo theater seating here almost. And as I mentioned, if you do have that TV on an arm, you can watch TV from here. Otherwise, just a nice spot to kind of sit and relax. That AC unit I was talking about is mounted here. You'll see the controls for that. And again, this will do more than enough to cool down a camper of this size. Right up front is the queen bed. This obviously is where you will be doing the majority of your sleeping. You have kind of a nightstand or almost like a headboard, depending. I'd probably call it more of a footboard, I guess, because chances are you put your pillows up against the wall. But right down here, you will see the little nightstand there with the cubby hole underneath, electrical outlet and USB port there, so it gives you a spot in which you can charge your phones, or if you sleep with a CPAP machine, then maybe you would have this at the head of the bed because you can put your CPAP machine there. And then you'll have a shelf going across the top for anything else that you want to store up there. Now that we've seen the inside, let's take a look at some of the outside features on the 2020 Coleman Lantern LT 18FQ. Right up front here is your 20-pound propane tank, and right behind that you will see rails for your battery. Coming up the front is diamond Dutch plating that helps protect the front end from some of the rocks and debris that may get thrown up by your tow vehicle. As we make our way around to the side, you will see this one does have solar prep. So if you want solar, simply buy the portable panels, plug it in right there. It is pre-wired and it will trickle charge your battery. As we open up the front storage, you will see that you have a pretty good size storage area. So if you have some bigger items like a grill or maybe some of your larger chairs that, don't just slide into a bag, chances are you will be able to fit them in that front storage. You will see the power awning here, 10-foot power awning, touch a button to roll that out. Same thing to have it go right back in, and it has an LED light strip on there so you have light at night. 3 foldable steps to get into the camper, as well as the grab handle for some added control when you're coming in. You'll also see this sticker showing this one does have a 3-year structural warranty, which is currently the best in the industry. Right back here behind your second awning arm is an electrical outlet, so if you need to plug anything in, that's the place to do it. And as you come around to the back, you will see the square tubular bumper here, so that gives you a convenient spot to store your sewer hose because you have the end caps on there. And mounted to that is the spare tire. Great thing about this is probably one of the easiest places to get to it, so if hopefully you never have to use the spare, but if you do, you know that it is located right there. You don't have to get down your hands and knees in the mud underneath the camper. And on the front, on the off-door side, you will see your 30-amp power cord there. Freshwater inlet is located right in front of that, and right underneath is the city water inlet. All right, folks, and that wraps it up. Again, this is the 2020 Coleman Lantern LT 18FQ. If you're interested in this travel trailer and you would like price and availability, simply click on the link in the description. Thanks again for watching. I'm Ian Baker, and let's go camping.